Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of the Transfer List. Today we're looking at Hull City, very good team in the BPL at the minute under manager Steve Bruce. They won 6-0 against Fulham yesterday. What a result that was. Tom Huddleston getting the goal he's been craving for a very long time and finally got to cut his hair. Let's take a look at their main weakness, why, and then who they could buy, and then their strongest lineup. So for me, their main weakness, basically they don't score enough goals from the striker. Why? Well, basically Sagbo and Graham are not clinical enough. They're getting lots of chances created from the midfield, but they're just not finishing them off. Still decent players, but not good enough if Hull want to climb up the table. So let's take a look at who Hull could possibly buy. You might be a bit surprised some of the names on this list, but they are rumoured to happen. So start at top left, Stephen Fletcher, plays for Sunderland, probability 20%. I can't really see him moving in January, seems to be fairly settled in Sunderland, although he has been out of the team in recent weeks. Very good player, very good finisher, and good at supporting play. He would definitely fit into the whole team for me. He's that kind of player, but as I say, I cannot see him moving. It would probably cost quite a lot. Bottom left, Shane Long, plays for West Brom. Irish international, probability of moving 30%. Hasn't really played in the last few weeks. Very fast and skillful player, very good player. Just hasn't been in the team. I think he could go to Hull. Would definitely be a good club for him, but probability only 30%. Then top right, someone that Hull fans might be dreading to come to the club. Nicholas Bendtner, plays for Arsenal, probability 15%. Being honest, he's not the best player in the world. That's a bit of an understatement. He would probably cost a lot as well, and his wages are ridiculously high at Arsenal, so I'm not sure how that would work. So that's why the probability is 15%. And then finally, my pick for January, who I think Hull City should invest in, Jermaine Defoe. Plays for Tottenham Hotspur, probability 35%. Hasn't played in the last 3 games. Adebayor and Soldado have played instead. It must get to a point where he's getting annoyed with the lack of game time. He'll want to be in the World Cup, his last chance at a World Cup. So I think he could move, and I think that would be a great buy for Hull City. Very clinical striker. So let's take a look at how he would fit into the team. So in goal, obviously McGregor. He's been fairly solid this season, definitely the best keeper ahead of Harper. Then the formation is essentially a 3-5-2. With Figueroa and El Mohammadi as wingbacks. Davies, Bruce and Chester form the centre-back group. Davies has been brilliant. Curtis Davies, very good. Steve Bruce's son has been also good. And then Chester, very tall, very good at defending corners. Just needs to get that extra bit of experience. Figueroa and El Mohammadi, as I said, wingbacks, always ready to support the attack, but always back to defend when needed. Then in the middle, we've got some quality players: Mailer, Huddleston and Livermore. Huddleston is such an underrated player, incredible player. Surprised Tottenham let him go, one of their best players, to be honest. Passes are always very accurate, the ones across the field, long balls. He can do short passes, his shooting technique is very good. And yeah, Livermore is also a very good player. He's on loan at the minute, so hopefully they can tie him down in January. And yeah, Mailer just adds that little bit of solidarity. And then up front, we also have Sagbo and Defoe. Could be persuaded to add another midfielder and just have Defoe up front, but because Hull have played so well in this formation, I decided to leave Sagbo there. So 3-5-2, that's the formation with Defoe and Sagbo up front. Leave your comments on this team and tell me who you want me to review next week. Goodbye.